You might be asking yourself, why isn't he using that excavator to load that truck? Well, it's broke. I'm on the best gold of my life, and of course my machine breaks down. But this cat backhoe dug that excavator out of the ground, and this cat backhoe will dig another excavator out of the ground for me. It's going to take a long time to fix. I'm going to fix it, but I'll wait till winter. Right now it's mining season, and like I said, I'm on the best gold of my life. I'm not going to waste time trying to fix that right now. It's a head gasket, water in the oil. It's not fatal, but it's not working anymore until it's repaired. I'm going to dig another excavator. I'll get enough gold together to go rent one for the rest of the season, and I'll dig it out with this machine. So that's why I'm using the backhoe to load my truck. Okay, allow me to explain what's going on. This is for my Aunt Dottie back there in Superior, Wisconsin. She always wants me to explain what's going on. So I have dug out all this material out of the bottom of this glory hole, hopefully full of gold, and I made this big stockpile. And then the tractor broke down, the big excavator. It's still operational. I'm not going to be able to use it for a while until I repair it. So I'm loading with that. Well, that's not a real effective way to load that truck on this kind of terrain, this kind of surface. I've made what's called a working deck here, a nice flat surface, and I'm having to travel too far to the truck is the problem. It takes too long. So I'm gonna make this flat area to where I can back the truck over here, and I've still got to move all this dirt, this bedrock pay gravel. That stuff up on the hill, that's dirt. This is bedrock pay gravel. But this is where I finished cleaning the bottom over here. So this is where I need to load my truck from. So I got to take all this material out of here, or push it out, so I can get that truck over here. So I can set that machine up to where I can load it with the back end of it, the backhoe end. And then I can sort some of these big rocks out. You know, then I can kick these out of the way. I can toss them up on the side, and I don't have to haul them down the road, because that's inefficient. I pulled the grizzly out of here because trying to grizzly with that up here is tough, because it's actually having problems of its own too. I lost the front wheel drive on it. That's really, these backhoes that are these four-wheel drive backhoes, if you lose front wheel drive, they're not worth a crap. They don't dig very well at all without their front wheel drive. So I'm just trying to get by here in the meantime, to get enough money together to get another excavator, a rental, and the part is ordered for that, and it'll be here, and I'll get it fixed. But in the meantime, I have to try to keep moving forward with the mining, so I can't do anything but just keep hauling material. And when I get enough down there, which will be about 150, 200 tons, to give me enough time to running time. I have to take the backhoe down there and feed the plant now. I've got a double duty with the backhoe. But that's what I did for years before I got that. I mean, that's kind of a new acquisition. I've had it about 5-6 years. And the funny thing is, when I sensed the problem with it, it overheated with this hot weather we've been having. And so when I drained the coolant out of it, it was already full of block sealer. It's already full of head gasket repair shit. So the guy that sold this to me, he blew the head gasket or cracked the head or whatever he did. He threw some stop sealer in it, and then he dumped it on me. And that's what happens when you buy used equipment. Buyer beware. But nonetheless, I paid a fair price for it, even if it was broken. And that's what you do. You pay as if you know you're going to have to make repairs to it. But now that the pit's developing good, I need to get a real solid machine in here. Maybe I'll start me one of them GoFundMes. How do you do that? Okay, it's about to get interesting. I've got the smaller bucket on now, and I'm gonna start digging out around this big knob and see how deep it is. It's very, very deep over here. In fact, I haven't hit the bottom yet. Over there, I've hit the bottom here, and I've hit the sides. I've hit both sides. I got a big knob right here. I thought that was the bottom, and it is right there. But there's a gully coming through here. There's a gully coming around it. With my smaller bucket, I'll be able to get back in here and do more detailed digging. And there's a lot of material to rake out of here yet. It's a slow, time-consuming process, but this is where the primo dirt is. All these crevices, all these big cracks, and this is looks like some shaly looking stuff, all have to be raked out. It's pitching up really steep over here. But what I'm going to do is come up here on top. I'm going to dress up the working deck. I'm going to dress up the working deck, and then I'm going to position that truck over here close so that I can reach out in here and clean the back of this knob. Now, if you're new to the channel, or if you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. Thanks for watching these videos. You can enhance your viewing experience by keeping your finger close to that mute button, and keep your other finger close to the fast forward, and you kind of make this an interactive experience watching my videos. But I mostly record them for documentation purposes. So thanks for watching. And in fact, the way I watch my videos is I put my favorite music on first. And because, you know, I have to watch these before I put them. I barely watch them, but I don't know how to do voiceover. So if you don't see me, I'm not talking. And it's just wind noise and what they call in the business gray noise. And that's where your own choice of music comes in. You hit the mute, listen to your own music, and then if you see my face pop up, well, then I'm explaining something, mostly to my Aunt Dottie, because she likes me to explain everything. So thanks for watching. Okay, I don't think this is a point on bedrock. I call a point on bedrock is where bedrock pitches up real. I think that's a boulder, because it's not the same rock as this. It's not the same. I think that's just a big boulder that I can't move. I will move it, but I think it's going to roll out of there. And this is like a big natural riffle right here. This is like a riffle in a sluice box. You see up here, you see how this big flat rock is laying in here flat? You see flat rocks like that, that means there was a lot of water coming down here that caused that rock to flatten out in here. You see, all of this rock is this kind of shaly looking stuff. You know, it's not the limestone, I mean the quartzite. That's a big piece of quartzite. I think this is going to be, I think that's going to be bedrock. But I don't know, it could be a boulder. I'm curious to get down in here because I hit a spot right there, but I didn't hit anything over here. But this is how I have to go about it now. Sorting these big rocks out and using that small bucket for more detailed digging. I'm definitely getting in around this rock a lot better than I could have with the big 220. But I think it's the 220 is going to rip that out of here. And I'm going to find a deeper channel underneath here, deeper gully. But looking good. It's looking better every day. Okay, well, how did that go? Did you see me flip out that big rock right there? And did you notice how it was laying flat? What do you think? Is this a boulder or is this part of the bedrock? Tell me what you think. Put it in the comments. I'm all done digging here for a while. I won't be back for, I don't know, a couple days at least. That's as far as I'm going to get until I go and run that material at the plant. That's my 10th truckload now. If I haul any more than that, I start stacking them too far away from the plant, and then all of a sudden it starts interfering with efficiency and cycle time. And it'd be nice to have 500 yards down there, but I wind up running too far for it or having to restack it. So, all in the name of efficiency, and mining's all about the economics and efficiency. It works more efficient if I only put 10 loads down there, and then my cycle time stays short and it flows better. But this is getting exciting. I'm going to bet that it's a boulder, but you never know. I was surprised that little backhoe was able to flip that thing. It was straining its milk trying to flip that over. Certainly couldn't pick it up. But I'm into some hard stuff here. I'm into hard bottom right here. This rock, if it's a boulder, it continues a ways over here yet, and it might be laying in here diagonally. This might be a really, really deep hole under where I'm standing right here. This could go down quite a ways. I don't know. Like I said, the minute you try to predict what's underground is the first time you're wrong. It's definitely not that same kind of rock, I don't think. But yeah, beautiful day. Calm. Love it when it's calm. Gonna take this load down and I'll show you my mill site is all what I call loaded. I'm loaded and ready to pull the trigger on another 100-yard run. Did you see my big screw up? Did you see me flip that rock off the top of that truck and have it come down and hit my ram right there and scar it? Now I got to get some sandpaper, but I totally did a lot of damage right there because of that rock. So there's damage every day. Looks like I got a tire going bad now. So you can barely get 10 loads in and you got problems. It is definitely diving deep here. I just like it's going down and it's getting thicker and wider. Okay, I figured it out. For me, this is the GoFundMe. Let me make that clear. A GoFundMe for the new excavator. There's 10 piles, and this will be the start of my next pile of gold to fund my new excavator. So let me put that out to you. Don't mind the wind noise. If you got an excavator and you want to trade it for some gold, well, contact me. We might start a dialogue. But this is the start of my GoFundMe for my new excavator. Oh, and if you want to donate to my GoFundMe, bring your own dump truck. I'll load you. Can you see them? We got the flying red ants today around the plant because there's water here. And they're just swarming and landing on me and biting me. Something hatched around here. Anyway, I'm getting ready to run the plant again. let me just take a minute to say, in that last video of mine, I was over there at the A-Team Towing, and I was being a smart ass, and I shouldn't have said those things about A-Team Towing. They're a very good company, and they're fully insured for over $1 million for any liability that they may cause. And as someone who's towed well over 10,000 cars myself, I've damaged a lot of cars towing them because cars are built weak. These days you can tighten them down too tight and break them just by attaching them to the wrecker bed. So I just wanted to clear up that I was being a smart ass. A-Team's a good company. Anyway, I have 10 piles ready to go, and I'm going to try to push them all through there and see how long it takes, and see how many times I have to get on and off that tractor. sweet load of pay dirt. There's 10 or 12 yards. Yeah, 10 or 12 grams. Do the math. $600 a load. Hey, ride along with me while I take you on an exciting trip down to the mill site. Okay, that was a 2-mile trip. Now you can watch me dump a load right in front of you all. Miners don't mind doing that.